Greg, we're... to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Now let's check out our starters for the...
Assistant by Luka Doncic.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
For three, Durant hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Here's Booker after Luka Doncic's bucket. It's Durant on the wing. James defending. Yes, that goes in.
Now, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
Here's Doncic. That shot, no good. Done with some nice D. The finish, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's James. Rebound by the Suns. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. No coverage that time. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
Doncic looking it over. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to James. Hachimura setting the pick for James. And he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, what a feel Luka Doncic brings to the game. This guy always willing to get his teammates involved.
Booker the pass to KD. Done with a screen on LeBron. Pass to Richards. Out to KD. Doncic with the steal. And the dunk by Doncic.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin. Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency where you always look to.
Now Kevin Durant, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Booker. He's got 15.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Doncic kicks to LeBron. Sweet move. Over Durant. Pass to Hayes. Doncic with it. For his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Right side Durant. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. They grab their own miss. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for LA. They trail by 1. Kicks it out to James. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James goes high in the air, and absolutely no doubt about how that's going to end.
Durant just inside the line. Second chance shot. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Alex Len out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Goodwin. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Reeves in at the 1 spot. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "They're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Suns trail by 4. Bowles setting the pick for Beal. There's the triple. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Reeves finds Len. Tries again to the left side wing. Finney-Smith. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next 2 years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Launches a 3, and Ball pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Allen for 3. Len grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Reeves against O'Neal. Reeves the pass to Len. The shot will not fall.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The drive by Beal. Here's Plumlee. It's good. This game is all even. Plumlee's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Vanderbilt a screen on O'Neal. Gets an open look and hits.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Bull, that's good. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Pass to Beal from downtown. A rebound by the Lakers. Len's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Finney-Smith. Here's Reeves. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Assist from
Well, that's just a good
Dorian
possession.
Finney-Smith.
Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
And Beal kicks to Plumlee. Stolen by Len. Pass to Vanderbilt. Drives to the hoop. Second chance effort. And here's Reeves outside. Drills it from outside. Reeves has got 9.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Lakers leading by 4. Vanderbilt with it. They get a hand on it. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it last. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Bull. Plumlee with it. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coaches.
First team foul. Substitution on the court. The play will be reviewed under
Some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Martin is out there with Booker, and it's Durant. Then it's Nick Richards, and it's done in at the threesome. Who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Los Angeles leading by 3. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Phoenix has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. KD dishes to Booker. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Sinks the triple.
Devin Booker ready on the opportunity to take any three he gets. That is pretty.
Doncic passes to LeBron. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. KD with it. He's picked up by James. Durant with a wide-open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. This one for 3. LeBron right to the finish.
Yeah, smart play from LeBron. He, recognizing his best option was the pull-up.
Fires the 3. Outside for Martin. Pass to KD. Here's Richards. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Doncic. And Doncic takes it right down the lane.
A dribble drive by Luka Doncic isn't about speed. It is about craftiness. This guy is so smart.
They set the screen. Durant against LeBron. Or the three. Oh, the Suki smooth three from KD.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Dunn sets a screen for Durant. Another three for Phoenix.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Hachimura kicks to Doncic. Here's Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Bol, a screen on Reeves. Pass to Bol. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the dunk by Len.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis.
O'Neal drives in. Bol finds Allen. Lets the three fly. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul.
Royce O'Neal.
That's his first foul. The Lakers in the lead. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Here's Goodwin. Phoenix grabs the miss. Beal from long range. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Pass to Finney-Smith. And here is Goodwin. Clock at 6. Now Reeves for 3. Plumlee with the rebound. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Bol, that's good.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bol making himself a capable threat all over the floor. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Suns ahead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Austin Reeves. Alex Len out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Goodwin, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Nobody near Allen. Offensive rebound. A kick out to O'Neal. Outside, Beal. Second shot opportunity. Again, Phoenix. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Vanderbilt, takes the three. Beal pulls it in. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. O'Neal kicks to Beal. Back to O'Neal. Outside Beal. The Lakers with the rebound. Land's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Top of the key, Beal. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Phoenix no good that time either. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Finney-Smith. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Dorian Finney-Smith increasingly efficient offensively. Good feel for when to rise and fire.
The kick out to O'Neal. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Allen outside. Bull setting the pick for Beal. He can't get that one to fall.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Allen for the three. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Reeves, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
Here's Bull. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Reeves outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Reeves has got 6 points in the quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
So both teams making some changes here. Martin kicks to Durant. Pass to Booker. Durant with the screen on Doncic. Back to Durant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Durant for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreak.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. Rui Hachimura doesn't shy away from the pressure, and he delivers.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And here's KD for 3. The 3 Drills the three-pointer. Durant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking bad.
expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Thompson out there with... Tari Eason. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Şengün in at the center position. Now here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
Right wing. Şengün passes to Eason. Şengün a screen on Martin. Here's Eason. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Thompson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Booker, the pass to Durant. From downtown, another 3 for Phoenix.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
And Şengün throw it down.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Durant, no good. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside, Green. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Cody Martin.
So far, proving he can score in this league. Green drawing more attention from the defense.
And he sinks the second. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain.
Now here's Durant. He's got 9. Shoots over Thompson. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 11 points.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock. That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's Richards. Richards with a screen. Durant, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Booker, the pass to Durant. The 3. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The assist.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
For 3, Durant drills it from deep. 16 points for him.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Thompson against Durant. Thompson passes to Green. It's stolen by Dunn. Going all the way to the rack. Stolen by Thompson. And he drives in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Durant with a screen on Easton. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Houston. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Thompson in the post. Guarded by Durant. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's got 13 now.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Outside Durant. Shoots over Thompson. Amen Thompson. He is feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for Houston. Man, some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
We've got Mason Plumlee. Bradley Beal's out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Bol in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins, look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
5 on the clock. Adams with a screen on Beal. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Well, a pure shooter, Reed Shepherd, is someone you want taking jumpers.
Here's Bol. And the Suns get another 3. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Smith right side. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Man, you have to like the patience there. Smith reading the defense and then attacking.
There's a screen by Bol. Fades and shoots. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. For Houston, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And it's Shepherd missing. Phoenix has got 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Bol. Offline with a 3. And the Rockets shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. 3-pointer, Brooks. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from O'Neal. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for Phoenix. And Smith over to help. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Now here's Plumlee. Whitmore defending. Plumlee passes to Bol. Shot clock at 6. And the Suns miss again. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Whitmore outside. Knocks down the long J. And the Rockets lead by 3. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You train a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
3-pointer, Brooks. Another 3 from Houston.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' 3-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Houston foul. Shepherd. First personal foul. First team foul.
Bol against Smith. Launches it. Bol, no good. The Rockets lead by 3. Here's Shepard. To the right side. Adams, he's open. It's stolen. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Smith with it, guarded now by Bull. Smith passes to Adams, outside for Brooks. The three is up. Goes back up. And it's Adams missing. Suns trail by 6. There's 39 seconds left in the half. Bull against Smith. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. That's tipped. And the Suns pushing it up now.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
And here's Shepard for 3. It doesn't go for him. It'll count. That shot missing. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Houston up 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his...
Wow! I can't believe he just did that!
Just wow! See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Pass to Booker. Back to Durant. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Thompson. And it's Phoenix with another.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
Thompson. And that comes off the assist by Green. Thompson's got 15 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
To the inside. Back to Durant. A deep 3. Oh, Durant from way out.
This is almost hard to watch because this should be a tough shot, but Durant makes the game look so smooth.
Here's Easton. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Assist from
He's got 6.
Thompson.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
For the tie. KD! What else would you expect?
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
For 3, Durant. Tate grabs the board.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Durant with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. Thompson against Durant. The 3. It's not going to go for him.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Houston. Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's an elite scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face.
Fires in the triple.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And here's Thompson for 3. Thompson with another miss. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Tate.
Such a skilled, versatile talent. When Durant is focused on scoring, he's hard to guard without fouling.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. And that one falls. That puts them up 1 point in the game now. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Van Vliet's checked in for Shepard. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Bol, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Poke loose. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Plumlee against Van Vliet for 3. And the basket by Plumlee.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Bol, no good.
And he keeps trying to get himself out of this rut, but maybe it's not meant to be. I'd focus on sharing it with his teammates at this point.
The Suns have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Off target with the 3.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Allen. Adams, the pass to Smith. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And Houston, another 3.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Looking to get back on track. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Whitmore. Van Vliet against Beal. Here's the teardrop. Smith. The kick out to Van Vliet.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
Smith against Bol. To stop the run. Knocks down the triple. Bol's got 12 points.
And with his height, the defense unable to impact the shot on the closeout.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Rockets on top. They lead by 1. And don't go away. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. The Suns trailing. They've got Royce O'Neal. Grayson Allen is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Bol, and it's Plumlee in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
I like Beal's vision. Makes a great read on this pass.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Brooks outside. Over to the wing. Here's Easton. Back to Brooks. Şengün, a screen on Booker. Out to Thompson. Clock at 4. Driving inside. That shot is off. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, Green can really move. He gets going downhill and slips right by the contact.
Durant with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. Durant looking around. The ball's knocked loose. Eason with a steal. Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. Fires from the wing. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And stolen by Booker. Durant for three. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And the bucket is good. Thompson's got 19 points.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Houston leading by 3. Green, the pass to Thompson. There's the drive. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 6 assists now in the game.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried. Thompson's got 7 points here in the quarter. An open look for Durant. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Richards with a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And Durant hit from deep. Durant's got 39.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
Here's Thompson. Up and in on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
From outside the arc. And the Suns get another 3.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Here's Eason. Pass to Şengün. Fade away. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, he's going to continue to shoot it.
There's a screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Houston leading by 6. Thompson scanning the floor. Driving in.
Yeah, I like when Thompson goes in strong like this. We're just forcing the defense to act.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Thompson taking 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Durant. He shoots. Great look, but off the mark.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Takes a 3. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Şengün.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so it's Houston with it. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. There's a screen. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
So it's Houston winning this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Jalen Green. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Tate in at the shooting guard.
Green finds ways to get it done inside. Really intelligent as a scorer.
And a deep three from Doncic. Thompson with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Tate. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Here's James. Makes it off the glass.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Hachimura. The Rockets making the shot. The drive by Doncic. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Şengün with a screen on Hachimura. And Şengün throws it down.
Good vision that time from Green and anticipation. Kind of knew where his teammate was going to be.
In the dunk by Doncic.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. LeBron's got 6.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
And Green slams it in.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And it's Doncic missing. The Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Eason finds Green. Thompson for three. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got his second basket.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
That one goes in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Green gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Hachimura against Tate. Vanderbilt. The kick out to LeBron. Pass to Doncic. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Yep, that one goes in there. 10 points for LeBron.
Luka's peripheral vision off the charts. Get wide open, and he's going to find you.
They kick it out to Green. Into the lane, and the layup falls. Green's got 8 points.
One of Green's primary attributes, speed. And when he combines that speed with staying under control, that's a problem.
A nice shot by Doncic. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
From deep, Green. The Lakers with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
Doncic kicks to Vanderbilt. To the wing on the left. And a wide open look for Hachimura. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Pass to Şengün. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And they're moving it up. Here's James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Brooks feeling it out a bit over James. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. Nope. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Making the most of their trips to the charity stripe, that's what they've done a good job of thus far in this one. Very comfortable at the line, and that's a good sign.
And I like the fact also that they are the ones that have forced the action. They've created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim.
Good one out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Len in at the center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Whitmore. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kleber sets the screen for Goodwin. Back to Reeves. Pass to Goodwin. 5 to shoot. Reeves with the screen for Goodwin. A 3-ball. The rebound by Steven Adams. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Shepard. Kick out to Adams. Smith wide open. He fires. Nailed from 3-point land. Smith's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. Kleber, no good. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And that one's good, Whitmore. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. And the Lakers have possession. After Dillon Brooks was able to get the triple. Here's Finney Smith, three-pointer. And again, no good by the Lakers. Now the Rockets with it. They've scored 10 straight. Out to Brooks. Baseline J, and they pick up 2. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
Inside, outside, mid-range, Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
And here's Reeves outside. Hands it from downtown.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
For 3. The shot off that time. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Now here is Smith. Steven Adams unable to get his. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
At the line for the Rockets, Jabari Smith. 3 shots.
Tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Shepard. Nothing on the board. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Brooks outside. Pass to Smith. Brooks outside. Out to Smith from past the arc. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Reeves gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brooks with it. He's got 5. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the last second attempt is not go in for it. And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Jalen Green. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. And it's Eason in at the small forward.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
A shot by Thompson and no one's around. And the three ball is good.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
James, the pass to Doncic. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 7 points thanks to the hoop from Hachimura.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen.
Comes to some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Doncic is so multifaceted, a stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
Eason's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Hachimura's got 9 points now in just the second half. Green taking his time here. Here he goes. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Green is a made bucket getter, and his number has been called all night, and he has delivered.
James kicks to Hachimura. The kick out to LeBron. And another basket for the Lakers.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Misses the 3. Lakers trail by 5. And here is Doncic. 8 points for him. Vanderbilt finds James. Back to Vanderbilt. Pass to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. Rockets leading by 5. Şengün with a screen on Vanderbilt. Eason gets a wide open look. And again, the Rockets good for two.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Doncic kicks to Hayes. Back to Doncic. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Reeves. 5 points in the game. Out to the wing. 4 on the clock. Len sets a screen for Kleber. And here's Reeves outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Brooks with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Lakers trail by 7. This one for threes, and that's good. Austin Reeves for 3. Reeves has got 8.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Goodwin binds Reeves. Now here's Goodwin. Pass to Finney-Smith. Driving the lane and finished off by Finney-Smith.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Alex Len. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Hey, that quick release is what makes Smith so lethal in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Reeves outside. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain phase. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Oh, man!
What a finish!
Putting those passing skills to work. LeBron, truly a gifted passer.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
And you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long.
Oh, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And he gets it to go. LeBron's got 19 points.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Back to Şengün. Rebound the Lakers. James with it. Green defending, and there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Şengün with a screen on LeBron. Thompson dishes to Green. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Eason's shot is good.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets leading by 5. From deep, Green. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside, James. Thompson sends it back. They retain possession. They grab their own miss. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Doncic against Green. Pass to Eason.
2 minutes remaining in this ball. 2 minutes.
A jump hook, and that one drops for him. Eason's got 5 points in the quarter.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hey, you want to try to guard LeBron, good luck. I mean, the king is impossible to stop. Fast, strong, smart, tough, creative, draws lots of fouls.
He hits both from the stripe.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Pass to Şengün. Fires from deep. Good. It was Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's got a real nice feel for the game. Şengün's quick to make the most of an open look when it avails itself.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Brooks, the pass to Şengün. Eason with it. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
LeBron kicks to Doncic. Fires the 3. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Back to LeBron. Hachimura setting the pick for LeBron. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is who LeBron James is. An incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy willing to step up.
Now Green. Houston needs to get a shot. Şengün, the rebound by the Lakers. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And wants their best move at this point.
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Both teams changing it up here.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's in.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat fast.
veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Cody Martin. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Dunn in at the 3 spot. For 3, Durant nails it from 3.
Well, you see the unlimited range of Kevin Durant, and how easy is it to the Slim Reaper.
And James puts up a deep 3. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. It's a 3-point game. Fires the 3. And the Suns get another 3.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
James kicks it to Doncic. First quarter of play, a minute in. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. But Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Now here's Hachimura. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And Doncic hammers it home.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
James against Durant. The 3 ball. Offensive board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Here's James. Out to Kleba. Hachimura outside. Doncic, a screen on Booker. Here's Hachimura. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Durant with another miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
James, a screen on Martin. And it's Hachimura missing. The Suns have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. That doesn't go either for Durant. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. They trail by 1. And the basket by Hachimura.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Screen by James. Doncic passes to Hachimura. Launches a 3. The Suns clear it. Richards has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Durant. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the screen from behind the arc. Back to Dunn. Durant with it. Drains the triple. Durant's got 11 points.
The confidence of Kevin Durant. He gets it and takes the shot. Very simple. Catch and shoot, baby.
Here's James. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Nice shot by Durant.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Out to James. There's the triple. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. He's got 5.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
The kick to Durant. Up and over Doncic. No good. Would have counted had it gone. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. They've got Grayson Allen. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bol Bol. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Beal in at the point guard position. Beal against Reeves. Pass to Bol. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul. Connects checked in for Goodwin.
First team foul. Coming under the floor for your
Beal surveying the D. Sinks it from distance. Beal's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
On the wing, Reeves. Misses the 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Allen, the pass to O'Neal. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Lakers trail by 8. Outside Reeves. Pass to connect. From the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
The Lakers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
They are so gifted offensively, so I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And it's the Lakers on the break. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Now here's Reeves. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Reeves has got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
O'Neal misses. The Lakers trail. And it's the Lakers on the break. Pass to connect.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Finney Smith with it. Drives to the hoop. Boom! He jams it straight down.
That's where on the drive, Dorian Finney-Smith blank comes into play, right? Helps him get past and around defenders.
And Allen gets it to go. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Bowl. No points so far. Beal, right side. 5 to shoot. Back to O'Neal. Vanderbilt with the block. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Lakers making a switch here. Lynn's checked in.
Number 27.
Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Knocked loose. 51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Bowl. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. And here's Connect outside. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Suns leading. Allen, left side. Out to Beal. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. For 3, Allen. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
3 points.
The Lakers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. The drive by Reeves. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Blocking foul called on Rui Hachimura. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Lakers. Number 77, Luka Doncic.
There's 6 seconds left in the second. Durant for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Phoenix out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Maxi Kleber out there with James. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Durant. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Brad, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
For the lead. And that's good. Hachimura for 3. Hachimura's got 6.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Durant for 3. At the arc, KD drains it.
Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
Screen by James. And there's the call on Cody Martin. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
James passes to Doncic. And here's Hachimura. Shot clock at 5. Back to Doncic. Kleber with a screen. And Doncic the bucket on the assist from Hachimura. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter. Booker against Hachimura. Booker surveying the floor. Outside Durant. Here's the three. Another three for Phoenix.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
Doncic passes to James. Kicks it to Doncic. Puts up a three. That shot, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
On the wing, Durant. Kleber with a steal. On the break. Hachimura with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. The Suns have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And a defensive-minded big man in Maxi Kleber. When he's making shots, he's so valuable, Doris.
Well, B.A., he is on the floor because of his defensive versatility. To me, one of the most underrated defenders in the league. He can be cross-positional. But you're right, he's got to be a legit threat offensively.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
And the Suns get another three.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Lakers trail by 8. On the wing, Hachimura. The shot's good on the assist by James. Hachimura's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy looking for opportunities to shot create. Rui Hachimura plays with focus on the offensive end.
Durant against James. Durant, the pass to Richards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the three. They get it back. Up top, Durant. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Reeves. He's got 9. They set a pick. Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Reeves. Shoots over Allen. Shot is good by Reeves. Reeves has got 11 points. The Suns lead by 3. Allen a screen. Beal from outside. Hits the three-pointer.
Come on, this guy's a gifted shooter, and Beal can space the floor with the best of them.
Reeves with the ball. He's against O'Neal.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Beal, the pass to Bowl. Beal with a screen on Vanderbilt. Back to Beal. Pass to Bowl. Now Beal. With the clock winding down. Here's Plumlee. Tries again. Misses the layup. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. Clicking from deep. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so, in the game for Phoenix, we've got Bowl. Grayson Allen is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. Here's Reeves outside. Bowl grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Plumlee. Knocked away. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Up ahead. Here's Goodwin. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
Beal outside. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Clock at 6. Pass to O'Neal. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
So both teams making some changes here. The Lakers trail. Here's Doncic. Outside Reeves to take the lead. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. The deep three from Durant. Here's Richards. The kick to Durant. Second shot opportunity. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Doncic feeling it out a bit. On the take. Oh, a dunk and a foul. A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Cody Martin. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now here's Doncic. Outside Reeves. James, a screen on Martin. From deep, Reeves. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Durant against James. Lets a three fly. Durant, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you...
Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Now here's Durant. A nice shot by Richards.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Reeves with the ball. Defended by Dunn. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Booker against Hachimura. Pass to Reeves. 5 to shoot. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Martin outside. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Martin's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And they doubled up Doncic. Reeves against Martin. And there's the call on Cody Martin. That's his third foul so far. Allen, he's checked in for the Suns. A minute 22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. Outside Reeves. Hayes with a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's James. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here is James. Hayes, the pass to Reeves. Out to James. Back to Reeves. Fires from deep. And buries it from deep.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Outside Booker. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
with Richards out there at Durant. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's O'Neal in at the shooting guard position. And for the Rockets, they've got Jalen Green. Alperen Şengün out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. And it's Eason in at the 3. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. The shot by KD. No good. Stolen by Durant. Fires for 3. That doesn't go either for KD. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Now, I asked Coach about what he has in store to try and slow down Devin Booker. Now, they laughed and told me they've lost sleep over how to defend him. They mentioned how, with and without the ball, Devin can hurt you. So Booker will have their total focus on defense. And Devin will have our total focus as well. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Yep, that one goes.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Lets it go with a 3. Pass to Durant. Jacks up a 3. That doesn't go either for Durant. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Lets the 3 fly. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Booker. Durant's got 9.
No hesitation from the swingman. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Outside for Durant. It's up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. He's got 12.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Green. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Making things happen amongst those trees, Green. He's pretty relentless.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They set the pick. From the top of the key, jump shot is good.
Kevin Durant.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And from undrafted to journeyman to starter. Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
And stolen by Dunn. Outside, KD. Here's the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful. That is a tough contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
The Rockets trail. Takes it inside. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Durant for three. Offensive rebound. There's the triple. Again, Durant missing. Pass to Eason. Back to Green. And stolen by Dunn. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. His work on the glass. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Bradley Beal is out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Bull. Then it's Martin. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
And for Houston, they're shooting impressively through at 62%.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
It's Brooks on the wing. Smith with a screen on Martin. Smith with the basket on the assist by Brooks.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Beal, the pass to Bull. Over Smith. Bull, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Deep two from Brooks. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Pass to Adams. Martin against Brooks. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
They double him with Whitmore. Bull kicks to Martin. Traps in the tray. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Stolen by Martin. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Here's Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their head. You want guys like that on your side.
Bull inside. Off the left rim and out. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Pass to Shepard. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Bull. Rebound by Smith. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Adams misses the layup.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack. Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Here's Bull. And again, it's the Suns missing. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And he's no small presence inside. Smith, a handful for defenders in the painted area.
At the line for Houston.
And he sinks the second. 1:19 left in the first half of the game. Right side, Beal. Pass to Plumlee. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Plumlee's got 5 now.
I like Beal's vision. Makes a great read on this pass.
Adams with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Whitmore with it. There's the 3. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
6 changes of the lead here.
And both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
And it's Smith missing. Phoenix has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Lets it go from the wing. Plumlee, no luck. The Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Brooks with no one around. And the 3-ball is good. Brooks has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. It's been all about Dylan Brooks for the Houston Rockets. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
34. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumps, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him for that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, then let's just say his success will continue.
The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. Shepard out there with Whitmore. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing he can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. And done with the slam.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Green drives in. Here's Şengün. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Durant sets a screen for Booker. 3-pointer. Suns keep it alive. There's a screen. And it's Durant missing. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. The lead is 2. From downtown, they get the rebound. Şengün. Thompson looking for an opening. 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot. There's Green with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. KD against Thompson. Beyond the arc. Oh, KD buries the 3.
And Durant plays with real competitive fire, which makes him so important.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Houston, they have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. The first free throw is good.
Thompson.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. They set the pick. Durant against Thompson. The tray. That doesn't go either for Durant. Houston leading by 4. Shoots it. And stolen by Dunn. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Thompson passes to Şengün. In the corner, Tate with it. And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
1:33 left in the third. The 3-pointer, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Thompson finds Eason. Outside, Green for the 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Green has been locked in, really powering this offense.
On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Eason. Thompson against Durant. Dunn with a screen on Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Out to KD. Dunn sets a screen for Durant. The 3-pointer is right on target. KD's got 12 points now in the quarter. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And Green gets it to go.
Well, Green can really move. He gets going downhill and slips right by the contact.
Durant for 3. From the arc. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Eason passes to Şengün. Green dishes to Thompson. To the left wing. Here's Eason. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Beal drives in. Here's Plumlee. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Martin. Grayson Allen is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Bull. And it's Plumlee in at the center, locking down the middle.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Phoenix.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Pass to Whitmore. Moves back up, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Thompson comes in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Green in for Shepard. And the Suns here with a different look. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for Cody Martin. Slice O'Neal's checked in for Grayson Allen. And it's Booker in for Bradley Beal.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Cole, that's good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Thompson for the triple. O'Neal with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Cole, that's good.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bowl there with a big basket.
The drive by Green, and Green. It in.
How about Jalen Green stepping up, showing poise in a big spot?
Ball is screen on Thompson. KD passes to Bull. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Bull's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix.
Oh, it looks like somebody came out this half on a mission that is intentional on offense. It's been fun to watch.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Bull setting the pick for Durant. Pass to Bull. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. KD with the bucket. And now a 6-point Suns lead.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range jam is going in. Downright weak.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Pass to Bull. High, arcing shot. He lays it in. 23 points for Bull.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Suns leading by 6. Durant kicks to Bull. That 3 off the mark. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Back to Şengün. Pass to Eason. Back to Şengün. Here's Brooks. Şengün with a screen on Booker. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is why Brooks is out there. Amazing watching him come up in the clutch for his squad.
We got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Bull. It drops.
I like how Durant keeps all his options open, kicking the ball to another guy when he doesn't like what the pick and roll gets him.
And it's Green slapping it down.
There are guys that will take that shot, and there are guys that will make that shot. Green is one of those guys that will make that bucket.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Brooks, the pass to Eason. Shoots the 3. The shot comes out. So the Suns win it. A narrow win under difficulty. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking back.
extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Rui Hachimura is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5. 4-3. That's good from Tate on the assist from Eason.
It's so hard to pass up a three-pointer when the D is completely scattered.
Here's Doncic. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason.
Lakers ball.
James deciding where to go with it. Back to Hayes. He puts up a 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
How about the bounceability of Şengün getting himself way up there?
Doncic passes to James. They set the pick. Shakes him. Pass to Vanderbilt. He takes it in. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Thompson. Outside Eason. Şengün, a screen on Hachimura. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Doncic finds James. Kicks it to Doncic. Hayes with a screen on Eason. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. 3 on the clock. And it's Doncic missing.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Back to Thompson from behind the arc. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Hayes. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Thompson goes in and stolen by Hayes. And it's the Lakers on the break. Hachimura from long range. It's hauled in by Houston. Clark, Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. Working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Now here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Exactly. Defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And so Tate nails both of them. Lakers trail by 4. Doncic passes to Hachimura. James, a screen on Tate. Hachimura from long range. Sends it home from three-point land.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
And Şengün, here we go. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Basket's good.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Pass to Şengün. And stolen by Hayes. Hachimura outside. Lets a floater go. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the opening quarter. From deep, here's Doncic. And Los Angeles, another three.
Cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Thompson finds Green. Thompson with a screen. And it's Green off the drive. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
And here's Doncic. He's got 7. Hayes with a screen. For 3, James connects from downtown.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Lakers ahead. They're up. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Connect in at the 2 spot.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Outside Finney-Smith. Up and over Brooks. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Here's Whitmore. Pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Adams a screen. Tries it from the top of the key. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Reeves, the pass to Kleber. Reeves with a screen on Smith. And it's Kleber off the drive and out of bounds. Houston will have it. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Picked by Smith. Back to Brooks. From the arc. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here's Shepard for 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Here's Reeves. He's scoreless. Finney-Smith passes to Lynn. Back to Finney-Smith. To win the run. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Pass to Adams. Now here's Whitmore. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's foul number 2 for him. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B.A. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Smith outside. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And that one drops for him.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. The Lakers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. There's a screen by Lynn. Here's Reeves. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
To the wing, right side. 51 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Shepard. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Len pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. The shot by Reeves, no good. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Here's Brooks. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Finney Smith, a screen. Here's Reeves. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 3.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And here's Shepard for 3. That shot off. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Lakers on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
We've got Alperen Şengün. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson. Then it's Jalen Green, and it's Tate in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Tipped away. Green finds Tate. Here's Eason. And Houston, another 3.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it. Executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Looking to win the run. Kicks it to Doncic. Launches it. The shot misses. Thompson with it. Hachimura covering. Thompson passes to Green. Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. And Houston another 3.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
James passes to Hachimura. Three-pointer. Gets the three ball to go. Hachimura's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Şengün. The three-pointer off the mark. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Hayes. Good D by Şengün. And here's Houston. They're on an 11-3 run. Hayes with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. In transition, here they come. Hachimura from long range. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Now just a 2-point Houston lead.
Luka's peripheral vision off the chart. Get wide open, and he's going to find you.
Green, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 5. Outside Eason. Şengün, a screen on Hachimura. Eason, pass to Şengün. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Hayes. James, outside. Vanderbilt, a screen on Şengün. Here's James. Classic move by LeBron James.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
Here's Eason. Sinks it from distance. Eason's got 6 points in the quarter. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Reeves. Pass to Lin. Here's Connect. There's a screen by Lin. Outside Reeves. There's the triple. Brooks with the rebound. Houston in the lead. Smith outside. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's Lin. Brooks defending. Reeves, the pass to Kleba. Back to Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Shepherd. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, Smith. The Lakers with a rebound. Len's got his 4th rebound in this one. Reeves up top. Whitmore defending. Basket counts. Reeves has got his 2nd basket of the game.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Brooks from outside hits the three-pointer, and the Rockets lead by 3. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Houston up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Austin Reeves out there with Connect. Then it's Alex Len. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. Houston leading by 3. Adams with the ball. Adams a screen. Three-pointer, Brooks. Second chance shot. Puts the move on. And he lays it in.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Doncic is checked in for the Lakers.
Number 77, Luka Doncic.
Doncic against Brooks. Pass to Eason. Brooks outside. And here's Şengün. Over Hayes. And there's Şengün on the assist by Brooks. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
Hachimura with the ball. Brooks defending. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What?
And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay. Finney Smith checked in for Hayes.
People. Number 17, Finney Smith.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. James against Green. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. Eason, pass to Thompson. And they pick up 2. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Here's James. Pass to Vanderbilt. James outside. Ooh, Thompson with the block. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Clock at 6. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. James. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Out to Hachimura. Doncic, a screen on Brooks. Hachimura. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Hachimura's got 11 points here in the second half.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Brooks from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. And the Rockets lead by 12.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And the basket by Hachimura.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Hachimura, the pass to James. From outside, off the mark. And it's Green with the ball for Houston. Pass to Şengün. And here's Thompson for 3. Another 3 from Houston.
A confident shot from Ahmed. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Let's go with a three. Shot's good by Thompson.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Rockets.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Amen Thompson.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Back to Şengün. James against Thompson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 10-point game. Here's Easton. Missed it. And so the Rockets take the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of